Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Social Discording, where we talk about everything on the internet and everything that's going on. I'm here with my two pals, Joey Spicy Fries,
Hey, how's it going?
and we also got Joe Bandersen.
Oh my god. If you're listening to this on audio, this won't make a difference to you. But if you're watching the video, it's like, so we have the three different webcams. We have Dylan down there, and there's Lego Akbar. We have me on my webcam, and then Joey. And like, I'm just like, yay, welcome to the podcast. And Joey's just like, podcast.
I'm waking up. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm over here pumped because we got some awesome topics to talk about today. I guess we could just get right into it. Whoever wants to start with the first topic.
I don't know if we have awesome topics to talk about today, but we have what I would call topics. That's what I'm going to talk about. We're going to start with my favorite segment of the show. What's Joe drinking out of? Today's mug is a Mega Man E-Tank mug, which I've had for probably about like 7 or 8 years now.
This wow.
One of my oldest mugs.
I have my mug today.
Oh my goodness.
Just a standard J mug.
J mug. That's awesome.
And I am drinking out of a Crystal Geyser gallon of water.
He's hydrating. He's a hydro homie.
Ale Hydro homie.
Ale Hydra. I was going to say the same thing.
Ale Hydro. Oh boy. Where to start? We can start with, speaking of Hydra, we can start with some Marvel news. You guys want to talk about some Marvel news?
Yes, I would love to.
Sam Raimi officially confirmed as the director of Doctor Strange 2.
It's true.
Sam fucking Raimi. Holy cow. I don't know if this will end up being a great decision or an okay decision. I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be a bad decision, but Sam Raimi has a very distinct style, and a very distinct style when it comes to superhero movies, so it's an interesting decision.
He really wants to make this movie what it should be. He will bring Tobey Maguire into the fold.
I don't think Tobey Maguire...
Different dimension Spider-Man.
No, I don't think... If Tobey Maguire is ever going to come back as a Spider-Man, he should be doing that in a Spider-Man movie, like a Spider-Verse. Like, Spider-Verse is the spot where he should be doing that.
I just want to say, I rewatched Spider-Verse yesterday on Netflix, and it is, like, even more awesome than from what I remembered. Like, it's one of the best animated movies, superhero animated movies.
It is one of my top 3 favorite superhero movies, easily. It is so unbelievably good. I cannot understand how good that movie is.
In the art style with the textures and everything is like perfect. Like whoever the art team that did that, like,
slaved over that. Incredible. Yeah,
for sure.
I'm glad everyone just universally loves this movie so much, because it is such a joy, such this pure, like, perfect Spider-Man movie, and I just don't understand how it's so good, but it is. I could watch that movie any day of the week. It's so good. In other Marvel news, we're pretty much all delayed out at this point. We have Black Widow coming out in November, and then everything else kind of pushed itself back a couple spots. I believe
that's including the Avengers game, right?
No, this has nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Just the movie lineup, and maybe the TV show lineup. I'm not 100% sure about that part. Black Widow coming out in the Eternals slot, and then everything else pushing one slot back. Which is very interesting because, one, they don't have a big team-up movie plans yet, or as far as we know. So they actually pushed what would have been the February 2021 movie, which is that 2021? Yeah, 2021 movie, which was Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Got pushed into the summer slot, which is usually the big hitter slot. So there's some interesting discourse or discord to be had about like Marvel's confidence in their movie lineup and the fact that they pushed their relatively new superhero into like an even bigger spot than it would have tells us that they're like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're good with whatever. Like we're confident in our team and our directors, which the same cannot be said for quite a few other franchises in our industry today, like DC and Star Wars.
You know, it's interesting how you say that. You know, normally the big hitter movies in the summer. An opinion for me at this point is that Endgame was probably going to be their biggest hitter for a very long time.
Yep.
Like, I feel now they have to rebuild around a whole new storyline to come up with a huge movie that's really going to impact. So, I don't know. I feel like whatever they put into that slot's just going to be good no matter what, but nothing is going to top Endgame for a very long time.
Yeah, I honestly don't think we'll ever get a movie that hits as hard as Endgame does. Well, at least the 1-2 of Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah, Steve.
I can't say hear you, Joe.
You can't hear me at all? You couldn't hear me at all at that point?
I can still hear you.
Should I put the mic closer? Because it's picking up on my end on
sorry,
OBS.
I had my audio turned down for some reason.
Oh, okay, never mind.
My bad.
What are you yelling at me for? What? Cats, you know?
In other Marvel news, there's been some more information coming out about the... Sorry, I think I might have cut out. There's been some more news coming out about the California Adventure Avengers Campus land is what they're calling it. It's called Avenger Campus. And from what has been disclosed, it looks like there is going to be a Spider-Man attraction that looks like it's going to be some sort of Spider-Man ride. There's going to be a Doctor Strange live show. There's also going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp restaurant. And there's going to be a few like rooftop shows and stuff like that, similar to what's in Galaxy's Edge right now. And then later, there's going to be a second phase that's going to be built in the park where they're going to have a new Avengers e-ticket attraction. So this sounds like it's going to be a bigger grand scale ride similar to what's in Star Wars Land right now. But with obviously the parks being closed at this moment in time due to the current situation that's going on in the world, it sounds like they're probably going to be able to get a lot of this done, and a lot of the workers are going to be a little bit more efficient without having to deal with the stress of the park being at,
so full.
Right. So I'm actually really looking forward to going to California Adventure, just really quick, because we all live in Southern California. Well, two of us do. But we've all been to the parks throughout our lives. And so I think it's kind of cool that California Adventure is really taking this next step. Obviously, California Adventure has not always been so great. Even when it opened, it was kind of dry. So now we kind of have a Pixar side, and now we also have the Avengers side. And obviously, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride, which formerly was Tower of Terror. So,
R.I.P. Great ride.
But I'm super happy with this, and I'm curious what you guys think about this whole new Marvel land, Avenger land.
I think it's interesting. California Adventure's been what it's been for so long now, with revolving around Pixar and whatnot. Like, it's been great, but it's kind of nice and refreshing to have something new. And Marvel's not really something new as far as Disney goes. It's been around in Disney for a while now, but
not a dedicated
as far as
area,
attractions goes, huh?
Not like a dedicated area, though.
No, technically over in Tomorrowland, they have had they had the Iron Man exhibit.
Oh man!
And they had a few superheroes walking around every now and then, but no, not completely dedicated. So,
but if we're talking like Pixar Pier, and Pixar Pier is kind of like a Band-Aid approach to that area. But like as far as like Cars Land goes, first and Star Wars Land, like I think Marvel, more than both of those two companies, deserves their own section, because Marvel is like their biggest thing right now.
Yeah, definitely. But I hope that it turns out to be something, amazing.
Oh, it will.
I mean,
It will.
like you
There's
say,
no
with
doubt.
Cars Land, the Star Wars Land. I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet. I don't know what it's like in person. Hope to see it one day. But as far as Cars Land goes, that's probably one of their greatest additions to the park because it's so cool to go and see a little piece of that park modeled into that form, like in person.
Okay, so I'll tell you, and this is just my personal opinion. If you like Cars Land, Star Wars Land will blow your mind. Like
Oh, I have no doubt.
dimension wise, Star Wars Land is not very big. Like if you take the square footage of the area, but the way that they designed it, it's like a maze, and it feels like it takes forever to walk through, and it's so awesome.
Okay.
The thing with Star Wars Land is that they specifically set it up in a way where there's only three entrances into Star Wars Land, and each one takes a while to walk through. And when you walk through, there's a certain point in which you can't see, like when you go to the entrances, you can't see the actual Star Wars Land. When you look at the entrance to it, you have to walk through it for a bit in order to see it. And by the time you get through it, you can't see what's behind you anymore. You can't really see what's behind you anymore. So there's like this shift from what you would think is Disneyland to this completely different area that just feels like cool. There's like a slight hum of like starfighters. The music starts picking up, and then as you're walking through, it just slowly builds and builds until you finally like open up into the whole area, and it just feels like you're a completely different area. It's so fucking cool. They did such a good job with it.
Yeah. I think the best way to describe it is like environmental storytelling. Like 100%. Literally when you walk through, it's like you're walking into a whole other dimension. So with that being said, I think the Marvel Land is going to be top notch. And just for a little cool addition to this conversation, I did see some like footage of this like crane looking thing and what people are speculating. And from what these test videos have been showing is there's going to be an animatronic Spider-Man that's actually going to swing and do a backflip in midair. And I don't know how it resets itself, but there's going to be like a flying Spider-Man animatronic going through the sky on occasion in the park. So it's
so cool.
That's crazy.
You know, I had a dream this morning. I actually had a dream that I was in Disneyland. And I was doing something where I was you know what? I was doing like some sort of weird fake battle royale game in my head, but it was like real life VR. It was weird.
Disney Battle Royale.
I was winning, of course, you know. But at one point, I was walking around, and I found a spot where I looked around, and Tom Holland was signing autographs and pictures at a Disney photo booth thing, and I was like, oh my god, Tom Holland's here! And for some reason in my head, I had the thought that like, oh man, I get to meet Tom Holland again. I've never met Tom Holland before. I don't know where Dream Joe's head was at. So. It was just a weird part of my dream. This was literally last night.
You keep your head in the clouds, Dream Joe.
It's true. I would love to meet my favorite dream boy Tom Holland.
I was curious. Oh,
I was gonna say, what can you describe the attraction breakdown again? Like, what did they have again? You said an Ant-Man and Wasp restaurant. Is that the soda can?
I'm not entirely sure. I didn't see any detail. I think they just named everything. At initial launch, there's going to be a Spider-Man attraction, which kind of somewhat looks like.
And this is for California Adventure, not the other ones, right?
Yeah, California Adventure.
Correct. This is California Adventure. The Spider-Man ride kind of looks similar to something that you would see, like the Transformer ride at Universal. So it's like a ride where you wear glasses and it's like a 3D and Spider-Man swinging through the scenes.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
There's going to be a Doctor Strange live show, but there's nothing that's really been released on that.
And I mean, I feel like you can kind of guess what that's going to be like.
Right. And then there's going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp place to eat.
I think so there's I want to comment on that real quick. There was concept art of what I think is the Japan maybe park version of this. Because each one's going to have their own sort of unique design on this Avengers compound. And they had this big soda can, like a big Coca-Cola can, or whatever they're currently sponsored by. And people speculated, oh, that's got to be an Ant-Man and the Wasp ride. But now I'm thinking maybe it's just a big Coke can restaurant where you go inside and you're like, shrunken down, right?
That'd be so cool, though.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
Literally.
But I honestly think like Ant-Man and the Wasp could work really well as a ride because, you know, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing at Universal.
Right. And then there's going to be a phase 2.
Hey, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Where was that?
It's
Right next to Space Mountain.
Captain EO was right next to Space Mountain.
It was just a video
You know the
thing.
little
It
theater
wasn't.
that they had right next to Space Mountain?
In the little
In between the shop and the ride?
Oh, where they're doing that.
I don't know what they're doing right now.
Sometimes they'll
It's
do
like a
like
Star
sometimes they'll
Wars.
do like sometimes they'll do like
show.
previews for movies and stuff there.
What was it when I was over there? It was like, I don't even know if we even went inside that when I went there in last year. I don't know. But yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. I thought, why did I think that was Universal? Weird.
Anyways, but there is plans to open the initial park with all those features, and then at the same time, they're going to be finishing an Avengers ride, which there's no information on it yet. But if it is something like the new Star Wars ride, it would be insane. So
what I could imagine an Avengers ride, this is my imagination, is that each time you ride the ride, you're being dragged by a different hero, and so you have to ride the ride multiple times to get each hero. And at the very end of the ride, all the cars come together and Avengers style, and they do whatever they have to do to beat the bad guy, and that's like the Avengers ride. So it's like kind of like Smuggler's Run, where each one you can have different positions of what you can do, but you have to do it multiple times to get everything, and then there's a big assemble moment, and that's cool. Yep, that's my thought.
right. Anyways, I will kind of bring us into the next topic with all this space talk, if you want to call this that.
Oh, I wanted to ask one more quick thing. Like, what ride would you want from the characters not mentioned so far?
I would want a Black Panther ride.
I
think that would
of
work.
course there has to be a freaking Iron Man.
Well, I don't know. If you have a Spider-Man ride, it's gonna be pretty similar to an Iron Man ride, right?
I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion. Like back in the day in Disneyland, they used to have in that little circular building, there was a section where you can walk in and there's all the Iron Man suits lined up. This was like when they first purchased Marvel, and it was so awesome. They had like all this awesome Marvel tech, and you can meet all the characters and stuff. But they just had like all the Iron Man suits lined up, and it was just like, bruh, it was so cool.
Yeah.
So if they ever were to make something crazy where like your Iron Man flying around or something,
I feel like an
That would be
Iron Man
awesome.
ride would make for just a really cool roller coaster.
I think that
with
would be
some
cool,
like
but I
some
feel like
cool badass like rock music too that like obviously Tony Stark will be listening to.
But I feel like that would be perfect for the Avengers ride. It's like it's kind of like led by Tony, right?
Truly, yeah. I mean that would probably be a good idea. And honestly, the Avengers ride is probably going to be everything that we want. I mean, if Disney's pumping this much money into it, and obviously they're coming out with new technology, like the newest Star Wars ride, is people are saying it's like the first of its kind. So if this is just the beginning, you can only imagine what this next phase is going to be.
So I just had the funniest thought. What if you know those little like shooting gallery stands where it's just like a big like a shitty like wooden hut and like there's some like pop guns that you can like shoot things at? What if they had just like a single one of those just somewhere in the compound, and it's like a bow shooting mini little game, and that's the Hawkeye attraction, and just like the smallest, shittiest thing. I think it'd be so funny.
Why are you gonna shit on Hawkeye, man?
You know.
Anyways, we need to keep moving on so we can stay on pace.
I just want to. I haven't shown off my idea for a hero.
Give me your idea. Tell me.
So, I think it'd be cool. A Wakanda ride would be really cool. And I think that would fit really well in like Animal Kingdom. I don't know what their plans is over there, where their Adventures thing is going to be, but I think that'd be really fit well in Animal Kingdom. But I was gonna say a Thor ride would be pretty cool, where you're running around in space on the Bifrost and traveling to different planets and doing different cool Thor stuff.
It'd be pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. To keep us on the space theme, a really quick segment. We're going to talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk yesterday decided to tweet that his company's stock price is worth too much, and then followed with a bunch of weird, bizarre tweets citing the Star Spangled Banner.
You said he got hacked. You said he got hacked. Did he actually get hacked, or he's just being a fucking nutcase?
So this is crazy. So people were saying he got hacked because it's just crazy how he's been talking, but there's been no confirmation that he's been hacked. So people are starting to think that this might actually be Elon tweeting. But as a result of this, his stock price tanked over $100 within an hour's time.
Now, in what context $100? Like, what was it before?
It was like 800, and it dropped down to 700.
So over 10%.
Which his stock market, his stock itself shifts a lot, but this is just super bizarre. Like, he's shooting himself in the foot right now. I don't know if you guys want to give your quick opinions. I just think it's really interesting and fun.
The man is unhinged right now. I don't know what's causing him to be so just a nutcase right now. And he is all in on the Trumpian level, like, open America back up. People, the data says that they should open us back up right now, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's getting weird right now. And he changed his profile picture to a Deus Ex like picture. And Deus Ex is a game where all about taking down the evil corporation billionaires. It's like, what, are you admitting that you're a bad guy now? It's like, what are you doing?
He also said he's selling all of his physical possessions.
Interesting.
I think he has too many cats. He's got that what is that thing called when you have too many cats?
Too many cat syndrome.
No,
cat scratch fever.
No, it has nothing to do with cats. It's like look it up. I'll be right back.
Yes, too many cats. It's nothing to do with cat.
I completely covered you guys up with my Twitter. What was on that thing? Oh, Dr. Disrespect. He's in some trouble right now. You guys talking? No?
Anyways, do we want to introduce another topic, Joey, while Joe does his research?
Yeah, sure. I don't know enough about Elon Musk as I should have given any input. I just think it's interesting to hear all the stuff that he's doing.
Toxoplasmosis. That's what it is.
What the?
What is that?
It's a virus that exists in cats. And if you have too many cats, or even just one cat, to be honest, you run the risk of being exposed to it. And this thing basically gets in your head, kind of eats at your brain, I think, and literally influences you to buy more cats. That's what the crazy cat lady disease is. Speaking of cats, mine.
That explains you.
Oh,
perfectly.
My 2 cats, yeah, crazy.
2 at the moment. They'll have 4 by next week.
Joey, you want to introduce our next topic of what you wanted to discuss today?
Yeah, sure. So we kind of had a theme going with the recent podcasts where we were talking about what video game we've been playing throughout the week. Mine recently has been Mario Maker 2. I picked it back up, thought, what the hell, there's a new update. I'll give it a try, and it's a pretty cool update. Like, rather than just making one single level, it's now you can make a whole world, which is pretty interesting.
What else is in the update? Is it just it's World Maker, right?
It's World Maker, yes, but it does also come with some new power-ups. I actually have not messed around with those myself. It kind of inspired me just to start making new levels and just think, what could I do with this? What can I do with this? And then at some point, I was kind of just like, fuck it. I'm just going to throw a bunch of shit in here. And Lindsay's kind of been my guinea pig with it. Like, here, babe, try this level. And here, try this level. I want to try that level. Nope, that's not ready yet.
I'm really excited to get into it because, and I've waited like a week and a half before going into it because I figured that gives enough people time to actually make something decent. But I'm excited to try out and see what people make. I think it's the coolest update they ever could have made.
It's really cool, and with it, like, we could definitely make a serious challenge for a Needabone Games event with this. Like, I know we did Mario Maker in the previous, but this one, it's under our control. It's not playing random people's levels. We can make it and just fuck over the competition.
Yeah, but that event works so well.
completely in your flawless.
Favor. I mean, I guess so, but Dude,
I won by winning one. I got second by winning one level.
Hey, that's the game, baby. Because it's like, so for people who don't know, we do an event every year called the Needabone Games, in which we have like random video games, a lot of Nintendo stuff mostly because that's easiest to record with. Yeah. And so we did Mario Maker. And we did a endless course challenge in which you had to try to get through as many courses as possible on medium difficulty, so nothing too crazy. And I went first just because I'm like the person who probably, I mean, aside from Joey, probably puts in the most Mario hours. I'm going through courses, and these are like no problem. I'm blasting through these things. I'm so good at Mario; it's no problem for me. And all throughout the time, these guys, they're just complaining. They're just like, Joe, this is too easy. It's going to take forever. We're all going to get through this, no problem. And I'm getting like infinite lives. I'm doing like wall hacks and like these cool wall jump maneuvers, throwing shells off walls and bouncing off them. It's crazy, you know? And eventually I get to like, I think 4 levels. And then they're like, all right, we're done. Let's move on to the next person. I'm like, okay, fine. Totally fine. So the next person goes, and that person is Joey. Joey gets through 1 level and then dies, and then the rest of these fools don't get through a single level. They're all just awful at this video game.
Oh my god!
Sweet karmatic justice.
I don't know who's worse. Trevor on the cannonballs.
Oh, Alex the worst. Alex worst by far.
With the fire flower. Oh my god!
Like, I mean, I get that Alex kind of got screwed over in the fact that he had a level where that required him to read. But the man didn't know the run button. Good God.
Clearly. Oh my god.
Video to the link in the description below.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to remember. Nah.
Anyways, next topic. We're closing out. We got a few minutes left for today's topics. What's next?
Joe, you want to talk about Evo now?
We're not wrapping up this quickly. We got some time. We're going to talk about some Evo. Evo 2020 has officially been canceled, obviously due to the events surrounding us. And they've announced that it's going to be online tournaments for Evo. And the entire fighting game community gave a collective facepalm because every single game in this lineup of Evo games has terrible netcode and online play. And the headliner themselves, Mother effing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, coming at you with probably the worst online of any of them. And I'm so excited to watch this because this is going to be a fucking disaster. I don't know how they're going to do that. People are like, are they going to cancel certain games because the online's so bad? Are they going to bring in games with actual good netcode to play? Things like Skullgirls and I think Guilty Gear maybe. I don't know if that's the one that has them, but it's gonna be really bad. And the only silver lining is maybe Nintendo will watch this and be like, oh crap, our online is really bad.
We gotta fix some shit.
Maybe we should fix some shit if it's highlighted at such a capacity. But who knows? I don't know. It's gonna be a disaster.
That's actually what I was gonna say about this. Is maybe if anything, this is just gonna bring light to the need and want for this kind of technology. So these companies are gonna be a little bit more encouraged to
aware of how bad their online systems are. And the thing is that people have hacked and modified these game files and fixed the online and created rollback netcode online, I believe is what it's called, and have essentially made modified versions of the games that are better. And they still won't adopt these practices. These companies are so weird when it comes to online play. It's just so weird. And that's not even talking about Nintendo, because Nintendo is the most ass backwards when it comes to online stuff, I guess.
But what I will say about this is everyone that is complaining, it's like, if you're going to complain, it's like, do you want Evo or do you not want Evo? Like, if anything, just have a jank Evo where obviously it's video games you could play online, or you can't have any Evo and you don't get to watch anyone compete. And
I don't think anyone's complaining about Evo and what Evo's doing, because I mean, people can complain however much they want, but everyone's just trying to figure out their shit right now. No one knows what to do. No one knows what's actually going to work and what's not going to work. Like, obviously there's a lot of restaurants who are finding some success in trying to get delivery services, but like the South by Southwest Film Festival got canceled, and they literally decided to do an online film festival and see how that would work, where they invite people to have their movies submit online through like a streaming service of some sort, and they got 7 movies to submit to them, and that like everyone was like, oh god, no, this is a complete failure. Let's not even do this. So like people are just trying things, and whether or not it's successful or not is like you just have to like kind of go with the flow. So whatever Evo does. Oh god.
Sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say that's interesting that you say people are trying things, because one of the YouTubers I follow on Instagram, he was posting pictures of how he went to a VR convention the other day, and I know that like conventions are closed, events are closed, and all that, but something like that's pretty cool to have around. Like,
oh, he went to a
VR convention.
Gotcha. I was like, there's no way that happened if it was real life.
No.
I get you. And how did you think about it?
I mean, all I saw were stills and pictures of it, but I mean, it's a pretty cool concept to have. Like, I mean, bring people together online when they can't even leave the safety of their homes.
Yeah, true. But the only issue with that is cost production and people getting their hands on this headset. So, but what are you going to do?
Go to it.
Yeah. Oh, I want to talk about one more thing before we wrap up, Dylan.
You're good. You can
go.
So I want to talk about next week. There is a event. Inside Xbox is doing a reveal event on the 7th. That's Thursday, May 7th. They are going to be talking about next gen games. Finally, we're going to be seeing some gameplay footage from the newest Assassin's Creed and presumably maybe Cyberpunk. Who knows? But it's going to be all third party at 8 a.m. on Thursday. I'm going to try to do a video on it, at least a reaction video on it. I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of my workday or the beginning of my workday, so it's going to be a little difficult. But I'm really excited for this because this is the first major next gen event where we're actually going to start seeing some what next gen is really going to look like. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be awesome. And then hopefully this will get the ball rolling for even if a company's not putting their stuff on here, this gives them the go ahead. It's like, okay, now we can start showing off our games and start announcing our games for the next gen consoles and stuff like that. And maybe actually getting Sony to respond and put their stuff out as well. So it's really exciting. Super exciting.
I agree. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Either you going to try to join me on this one?
Yeah, I can.
We could definitely do some kind of follow-up or kind of... We can make it work.
I don't know about reactions. Reactions are going to be kind of hard because it's at 8 a.m. And Joey can join us. I don't know about Dylan. You're still working from home at that point?
Yes, I will be.
Okay. Maybe I won't record it. Maybe that's how we'll do it. And I'll just go afterwards.
We do have a quick minute, so I do quickly want to discuss this. And it is a segment that maybe we can create called Meme of the Week. Now, there's this meme that's been going around, which I'm sure us three all know before I even say it. The dancing casket meme. Meme of the year. This is by far my favorite meme that I've seen in a long time. I think it works so perfectly. It's, especially right now with all these funny things going on, not funny, but this makes light of it in a funny way. And I really appreciate this meme. And it is one of the best things to happen in a long time. This meme is actually really quick. This meme's actually been around for like a few months now, but it is just now surfacing. So I really, really like it. What do you guys think about the casket meme?
It's a funny meme. I find it to be more hilarious when, the catastrophic clip that comes before them dancing just really, matches well with it.
I'll tell you this. I think that people need to send me these memes because I haven't seen enough of them. I've seen probably 2 of them. I've seen the original and I've seen the Overwatch version of it. So, send me your casket memes.
Oh, you're missing out on some hot content then.
I don't know why.
It's also because you don't check the Instagram group chat where we've been spamming it for the past week.
That's why. That's why I don't check that chat. It's just not worth it. I had my Instagram notifications on for a hot minute, and then I was just like, "This is too much. I need to get out of this."
No, well, you can filter it. Like if you don't want people, if you don't want like
Instagram
notifications,
is such a dead platform. I think everyone should have been just a dead platform. No, I'm kidding.
All right, I'm not going to entertain what he's saying because I know he's trolling. So with that being said, any final thoughts on this week before we close it out?
That's it. If you have any questions for us, or if you're interested in chatting with us about this podcast, we are a small podcast. We will literally accept any questions. You can ask us who our favorite dictator is between Hitler and Stalin. We will answer truthfully. So you leave us a comment.
Oh, holy crap! We forgot one topic. Space Jam, boys.
Oh yes.
Space Jam logo was just released.
We can
got
go
some interesting stuff coming.
We can go for that next week. Maybe when some more info comes out.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm super stoked though. So
we are all 90s Space Jam boys, so
yes,
it's gonna be a thing. Wrap it up.
Real thing. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to our podcast. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like. We're a small channel, so anything helps. We really do appreciate it. If you like our content, we also make some video game stuff. Go check out the channel Bander SN. We're Bander SN on all social platforms. We also do streaming on occasions on Twitch, so go please check that out.
Twitch.tv/BanderSen, at Joe's Beats, YouTube.com/BanderSen.
Be there or be square.
Be there. Tomorrow we have a new show coming out. At least we hope. Maybe it might be a pilot for a new show, so it might be a little rough. But it's a local news broadcast. Yay! There we go.
And if you're a fan of Animal Crossing, you want to tune in. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. This is me, DJ Zach's Bar, whatever I'm going by now. We got Joey Spicy Fries, and we got Joe Bander SN. Thank you all for listening or watching.
Farewell. Salute.
Goodbye.
Good morrow to you. I love you.